One of the most common pieces of advice for people who have a scrolling addiction is to just do something else. Except that's horrible advice. Because it's the same thing as someone saying, just lose weight or just gain muscle. No shit. But what does that mean? How? And that's what I'm going to teach you in this video. I'm going to teach you how to actually do something else. And I'm Anthony, by the way. I help people end their scrolling addiction. And here's some of my reviews. I can help you just like I've helped all of them. So the thing with that piece of advice, to just do something else, it's right. Objectively, if you have stuff to do in your day, if you're more busy, then automatically you'll have less time to scroll. It's correct. But the problem is that everybody's busy all the time. Like, when are we not busy? And yet we still have scrolling addictions all the time. Like, people have school, they have sports, they have everything going on. They have work, they have jobs. And yet they still have a scrolling addiction. There are people who do nothing and have a scrolling addiction. There are people who do everything. They're busy all the time and they also have a scrolling addiction. So it's not exactly whether you have stuff to do or not. That's not it. The actual root cause of scrolling is that you lack goals that you care about. That's the key thing, that you actually care about. Because think about it. Everybody has goals, right? Objectively, whether you set them or someone else set them for you, everybody has goals. But what really matters is if you care about them. Because let's take two people right here, okay? First person, they have a goal, but it's just some wild, messy goals. Like, their boss set it for them. They don't care about it. If they have to choose between pursuing that goal or scrolling, they're going to choose scrolling. Meanwhile, the other person, they have an extremely fulfilling goal. They have a purpose to go towards. Do you think they're going to choose scrolling over that? Of course not. So it's not a matter of whether you're busy or not. It's whether you have a goal that you actually care about. And I'm going to give you super specific advice here. The way you know if you care about your goal or not is to think of every single day you doing it. Would you choose to do that thing instead of scrolling? Let's say you've been scrolling for 3 hours at that point. Like, you're already in a loop, you know, your brain is already a bit fried. Would you stop that scrolling loop just to do that thing? If the answer is yes, then that means you care about it. If no, then it's not important to you, and thus it's not even a matter of discussion here. It's not going to help you. What matters here is to find a goal you care about. And again, pro tip here. The way you find goals that you care about is to just think of desires or problems you have in your life. That's literally what a goal is. It's either to solve a problem in your life or to get a desire in your life. And the bigger the problem or the bigger the desire, the more important the goal is for you. So think of a problem right now in your life, the biggest problem. What kind of goal could you set for it? Or the biggest desire in your life? For me, the biggest problem was scrolling, and that's why I started doing stuff like working out, which again was a problem that I was skinny, and also a desire that I wanted to get jacked. I started this YouTube channel with the problem that I have too much free time and the desire that I could become successful with it. So all of the goals that I have to actually stop scrolling, they come from the desires or the problems you have in your life. Again, pro tip here as well. It's difficult to start up working on a goal because it has to become a habit for it to actually become a huge part of your life. It's hard to start. When you have a goal, that's one thing, but actually working towards it is a different thing entirely. So the goal here, I'm going to give you, again, super pro tip. This is the last thing I can tell you. Visualize you doing the thing and actually getting the rewards from it. So imagine one of your goals is working out and getting jacked. Close your eyes right now and visualize you looking in the mirror and looking at all your muscles. You have a six-pack. You have huge shoulders, huge arms, your biceps have veins. Think about that. Think of the rewards that you can get from it. Not just the thing, right? Because it's not going to help you if you visualize yourself doing a bicep curl. That's whatever. But visualizing yourself getting the rewards of that thing, That's extremely motivating. Just to picture the rewards, the end goal is enough to keep most people going. And it's also enough to get most people to start. That's the biggest thing here. We need to start doing stuff to eventually make it a part of our routine, a habit. And then automatically you'll have less time to scroll. And you'll also have less of a desire to scroll. That's the huge thing here. Time is one thing, but again, busy people still scroll. But when your motivation for scrolling decreases, that is exactly what we need. To end a scrolling addiction, all you need to do is to make scrolling so unappealing that you don't even want to do it. That's what we're doing here. Find fulfilling goals, which, as I mentioned, comes from a problem or a desire in your life, and just work towards it. That's your new grind. Just like in video games where you have to grind for hours and hours just for a little tiny pixel. In this case, you can actually grind towards something in your real life. Working out is what started everything for me. I love working out. I would have to recommend it to you, but if that's not one of your goals, that's fine. Hobbies here as well work as well. Big thing here, you aren't good at stuff because you like it. You like stuff because you're good at it. Find a hobby, and even if you don't like it, you can just keep going in it until you become skilled enough, and then you'll like it. I personally prefer goals over hobbies, but still, hobbies are a huge part of life. I'm sure that if I dedicated myself to cooking, I would love cooking, but I just don't have that time right now. Find a goal so that you literally don't have the time to scroll. And I promise you, this is super simple advice. It'll take you at max a week to implement, but you implement this and everything else will become easier. And if you want my personal help in stopping your scrolling addiction, I got you. I have a coaching program that I do. And if you want to get a free consultation with me, which I only do one person a week, just to give you the full attention that you deserve, if you want to get that before anybody else, you can do so by clicking the link in the description.